Good morning. Alright, let me drop you guys off a good word this morning. Let me share. Sharing is caring. I was tired as shit yesterday after work. But happy Tuesday, everyone. The longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. Let me read that again. The longer that you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. All right, so anyway, let's just go ahead and scratch what my live is called today, because Vanessa Bryant tapped in and said she is not pregnant. The internet done cropped the picture of her. I jumped out there because all the mostly black men were all upset on Facebook about Vanessa Bryant moving on possibly. But she didn't. She says she's gonna have a hot girl summer and she's gonna be outside. So those pictures that they have of her looking like she's pregnant, it's not. She says she's not pregnant, y'all. So get over yourself. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and freestyle this morning. Let's talk about basketball wives first. So I want to talk about basketball wives first because Jennifer Williams is, or has to be, the most stupid bitch I ever seen in my life. It's like, how do you go back to this type of thing? You were scammed, sis. You were scammed. You were like a bunch of shit happened to you with every man that you've dealt with. Eric Williams, on the episode when you were on first started Basketball Wives with him, literally he threw a glass of water up in your face. That's the one you should have had kids with and kept around. But instead, you kept his last name. Tried to pull a Tina Turner. I want the last name. So you kept Jennifer Williams. But here's the thing. Now you allegedly you were supposed to went to Paris and got married and all this other shit, right? Like last season, even in the beginning of this one, you was like, however many carrots, chomp chomp. Okay, so you went to Paris and chomp chomp on a party, went and bought wedding gowns for a party, basically, and then you came here and got married with a midget Elvis standing in front of you. Yeah, I said it right. Then you came to the States. You had a party in Paris. Then you came to the States and got married in Vegas with a mini Elvis with a fur coat and a pearl dress on. When I tell you, you look so stupid. And then the fact that you put an invite out there to Shawnee, and Shawnee did a guest appearance on the episode because her and Evelyn share a birthday. So Shawnee did a guest appearance and carried that situation like a real G. When she was asked, was she going to your wedding? She said, hell to the nah. So the people that was in attendance was Jackie Christie, who was fake crying, and she did about 26 of those Las Vegas weddings every year. Her and Doug have a wedding, so that was nothing new to her, but she was the main one clowning Jennifer. Now, I just don't have anything to say about that because Jennifer is the donkey of the day for that one. And what is your real last name? Like, You are married. You's married now. So can you grab that dude's last name up? Like, what's up with this Jennifer Williams thing? Drop it. You're not Tina Turner. No one gives a shit about you. When they bring up okay, if you feel like your name ring bells, it's like I think of a young lady that's looked like, now you look good because you're like in your 50s or going to your 50s, but you never change. You always look like you were in your 50s even 20 years ago, but now you're everything caught up with you, but you wear labels and you make bad choices. That's what Jennifer Williams is known for. And for Eric Williams throwing a glass of water in her face. There you go. That's when you think of Jennifer Williams, that's what you think of, like Bougetto. Labels, but in a toxic, fake relationship for TV, weird shit, Anyway, his aunt, his being Christian or whatever his name is, whose wife came through with her live, like I guess last week sometime, just talking about him not being a good father. But anyway, most black men aren't good fathers, as they say, allegedly, right? They're good fathers as long as the relationship with the woman is good. If the relationship with the woman goes sour, then their fathership goes sour. But that's what they say allegedly, right? Anyway, we gotta do better, y'all. Jennifer is standing behind this con artist. He obviously, the situation with him conning Carl's, Evelyn's baby daddy's cousin or whatever, there might be some truth to that, because literally if you're wearing Chanel and all that shit, Jennifer, pay that woman back her money. You understand? Get her up out of the way. Those of you, when you big baller, so those little small salacious things don't come out like that. Those things, you have your lawyer or your money together to settle those scores. So the fact that you have $1,500 lingering over you, it's just weird to me. But okay, whatever. It's all yours, sis. Next up, we're gonna talk about Jackie Christie, which now some of her shit is surfacing, and it appears that Brittany Garner, the one who dates Kevin Gates, it appears that she's gonna have hands for Jackie. Now, Jackie, Brittany is an athlete. Besides an athlete, she got that ghetto side as well. So Jackie, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. If you thought they said Brooke Bailey threw you around everywhere, what do you think Brittany gonna do to you? Because Brittany had the hands for Brooke and all of them, but she was not scared of them. She had hands for Evelyn. So Jackie, good luck with that. You're saying you're gonna throw Brittany around like a rag doll. I truly doubt that, Anyway, let's really quick talk about Baddies Africa. I will say Baddies Africa threw me off. These new baddies, I don't know where they come from. I don't know what's the measures, because the girls that they had on Baddies Midwest, now let me name them before I go and say that the girls were strong, like Big Kiva and the other girl who they kicked off, who beat Meatball up, but it never made, it never made the show. JS, I think her name is, or whatever. Those girls were real strong girls, but these girls now, they some punks. Let's go down the line. Okay. Russian Cream, I have no idea. Rolly picked her out, so I'm thinking her and Rolly are gonna eventually bump heads, have beef. Okay. This one, her name Tavi Baby, flip flopper. Don't know what side she wanna be on, but she's this old big Amazon bitch that cannot fight. It's like, it's crazy. She fight the smallest girls like Cold Killer. Why is your name a Cold Killer? You a cold punk. Because even Summer, those girls are whooping your ass. The girl Russian, sorry, not Russian Cream. Can't remember her name. K. Rican. Oh man, them girls are getting that ass whooped left and right. She's the girl who threw the guy out on the freeway in Atlanta. Those viral moments, but these girls acting like they got the hands when they go to these auditions, and they are getting on this show and getting their asses handed to them. Now let's talk about Super Scary. The one chick, Elsie, the African chick. When I tell you scary, 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 she looks like the guy from Tales from the Crypt, the man who's telling the story, Lawrence Fishburne's character. She literally looked like him. I'm not making fun of her eyes or anything, because that could be, like a congenital disease or something like that, where her eyes, like the way her eyes are. But the way when she's acting a mess with her eyes like that, that make her look scary like a Tales from the Crypt guy. Now, for some reason, I don't know why this Coco Brown is not on there yet. I've yet to see her. I don't know what happened. I know she was initially supposed to be on the baddies, but or at least her name was up on the baddies post. I have no idea what happened, where she is. Yeah, I don't know where she is. The Coco Brown, or whatever her name is, Doodoo Brown, Coco Brown. I have no idea. I don't know where she is, but this realtor, Elise, or whatever her name is, Elsie, scary spice. Okay. Then you have the skinny girls on baddies. All the girls are really, really skinny on Baddies Gone Wild. But Nicki Minaj's sister, straight punk, P-U-N-K, punk ass, Gloss Up. Oh man, talk about trash. And then she came out and said it was all scripted and fake. And she planned the fight because Zeus told her they paid her a lot of money and they needed her to fight for her check. She can't just sit around and do nothing. So she said that she faked a fight. Yeah, you heard it right. Glorilla's little friend says she faked a fight. Talk about making your little brand is ghetto with different baby daddies. Talk about making a brand look worse. You got dropped by your label. You blocked me on Instagram, and I didn't even go to your page and talk trash because I wasn't even following you. I was talking trash about you on a gossip site because you put all your videos out to the gossip sites. And I was in the gossip site comments talking about you, and you blocked me. Talk about a little ghetto. Talk about a ghetto booger. But it's okay. You can block me. There's room for that. Get in line. I'm literally the celebrity blocker guy. The guy who gets blocked by all the celebrities naturally. Because I tell the truth. Like, stop your capping. And if I'm getting, like Dr. Heavenly, she blocked me because she felt like I was getting in the way of her business. But when you're promoting, you're barely a doctor like that. You do teeth. So literally, you talking about oral surgery and shit like that, where you have to get a Lafort procedure and all that stuff. I'm not saying you're not credentialed to talk about that, but you're not performing those surgeries. Clock that. Anyway, Baddies Africa, hotmess.com. I feel bad for K. Rican and Cold Killer. Feel totally bad for them because they're getting their asses whooped by Everybody whooping everybody. So yeah, they're getting their ass whooped. They picked on the weaker link, and now they're getting whooped up on. It's just dumb. It's just going down a dumb road again. Tavi Baby, hotmess.com, big tall Amazon bitch, hotmess.com. Again, almost not even worth the TV pleasure. What's her name? Ivory. She's playing the mediator slash shit starter. So she's basically coaching all the fights, and Pretty P is non-existent. So maybe they just need baddies to come on once a month, because every week it's getting a little bit drier, y'all. They gotta make a new power move. Yo, so that on that. I don't feel like talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta because, I don't feel like talking about them right now, because it's just, too much. And yeah, y'all have a good day on purpose. Be easy breezies.